I'm gonna wipe my drink. Hi.
My car's over.
Oh, wait a minute. What? What? You're so ridiculous. Okay, now do that. Oops. All right, I'm just gonna put it there for now. Just it's okay. All right, how's that? Look at that hand. You should be a hand model. You get paid a lot of money for that. Big money. Ooh, sexy. It's like a gorilla. You could be like a gorilla hand. King Kong. What are you doing? No one told you to play with things. All right, let me see if I'm on. Oh, yeah, it's on. Oh, see, I just told you were breathing heavy. Did you hear that? Okay. All right, I'm not even going to move that. Right. Well, I'm going to put it over here. How's that? I'm going to put it right there. I need a coaster, coffee coaster. No, I need it for my coffee. What would that have to do with it being cold outside?
I don't know.
Nickname's going to be Wilbur.
What's
Wilbur.
today?
Yep, I'll tell you in a minute what day it is.
Oh, I can go now?
You can go now.
I'm going to be a cat.
Oh, you know, I've said that. I want to identify as a cat. I think I'm going forward. Yes. Hopefully I can identify as a cat.
Maybe I can identify as an elephant.
Goodbye. I'll throw you a peanut later.
What'd you say?
I'll throw you a peanut later.
I thought you said something else.
Goodbye. Later. Later, Gator.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And there it goes. I made that face. Now I have to cough. Oh my God. I'm spitting. Did you see that? Drooling. You know, some mornings, right? Like yesterday morning, my coffee was all right. It's the same coffee. Same thing. I don't do anything different to it. But it tasted kind of strong yesterday. This morning, it tastes so good. It's just perfect. I love when that happens. Hi, everyone. It's Wednesday, October 12th. No, it's not. It's October 13th. Look at that. I wrote down the wrong date. Let's start that again. Shall we? Because this is raw, people. Really raw. Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 13th of 2021. Do you believe that? It's not Friday the 13th. It's Wednesday the 13th. Now, when Al and I used to do a radio show a few years back, we used to call this Weiner Wednesday. How many of you like wieners? Hot wieners. They have to be hot. I know this is going in a really bad direction. However, in Rhode Island, we have a thing called hot wieners, for those of you who don't know, and they're not hot dogs. They're hot wieners, but they're a smaller version of a hot dog, and you put meat sauce on it with onions and celery salt and mustard, and even the bun is smaller. But it just is packed with a lot of greasy flavor, and they are the best on the planet. However, you know, if you want to be healthy, you don't eat them at all. I used to eat them a lot as a teenager, like a lot. I have to check something. Okay, good. So we used to call it Weiner Wednesday, and I think I'm going to go back to that because Weiner Wednesday is just fun. Just fun to say it. Weiner Wednesday. Happy Weiner Wednesday. And it's also great to say that it's almost the weekend. We're halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Bon Jovi, right. Middle of the week. It just feels good. You know, Mondays are Mondays. Wednesdays, you just see an end in sight. So Classic Rock Raw, let's just go. And hello, Tracy. Good morning to you. It is time for Classic Rock Raw. I said that. I do repeat myself occasionally. It is what it is. A new song release. I thought this was very interesting. Robert Plant. Yes. Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, and Allison Kraus just released a cover of the Everly Brothers song, Gone, Gone, Gone. Now, that was written by Don and Phil Everly, and it was released on their album with the same name in 1964. So we're going back a ways to get a cover song to do. Yeah. There are only 3 paragraphs of lyrics in this song because songs were really short back then, and this one was only 2 minutes and 4 seconds. However, the Robert Plant, Allison Kraus version is longer. It's like double the time. Plus, they did a video. And think about it. The songs back in the day, you really had to get your thought out quickly. Like in 2 minutes, you had to tell everybody exactly what you were thinking. Now, the middle paragraph of the song, Gone, 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 everyone that you meet, baby, as you walk down the street, baby, had to say baby twice because it's just what you do. They will ask why you're walking all alone, why you're on your own. Just say, I'm gone, gone, gone. Done. Moved on. Because you done me wrong. Why would you tell people that? If you're walking down the street and your person just left you, why would you go up to somebody and say, I'm all alone. I'm walking by myself because he took off or she took off. Why would you do that? However, the Everly brothers insisted that you tell people why you're walking down the street by yourself. But I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't. The video of Robert Plant and Allison Kraus, definitely adorable. However, I just found this, an unusual song for them to do. I would have figured maybe Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin would have been more appropriate for Robert Plant and Allison Kraus to do together. I would love to see Allison Kraus do a Rocky tune. Wouldn't you? I think that would have been a great cover to do. So I'm not quite sure who picked this one. I mean, it's good. It's good. They're so cute. Really, the both of them, adorable. Video, cute. Song, cute. I just don't get it. Just something more upbeat. I mean, this is upbeat. It's like a bebop song, but rock, I could just visualize that. So someone left a comment on my channel not too long ago about John Waite. John, you can't really see him this morning, but John is above the Kiki.fm sign. I always talk about John Waite because I love him. And I guess, I'm not really sure. This is just, through reading that John Waite and Allison Kraus have been dating since 2007. Allegedly, they're still dating. They're still boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, to me, after a certain amount of time, like in Rhode Island, I think it's 7 years, your common law marriage. So if you live together for at least 7 years, you're husband and wife and wife, husband and husband, man and cat. So you're considered by the state as a married partnership. So are John and Allison married if they're still together? I mean, that's some pretty good tea. You never see them. You never see pictures of John and Allison together. You don't. It's not like out there. So he's kind of like Steve Perry in that respect, keeping his relationship really quiet. And I know he does have a girlfriend. Is it Allison Kraus? I don't know. But I know he has a girlfriend because there was an interview he did over the summer and he referenced his girlfriend. But he didn't see the girlfriend. It's just a reference, just a word being used by John Waite, the adorable John Waite. Gosh, and I watched, how many times can you watch the Missing You video by John Waite? I can watch it at least 4 times in a row, take a break, and then go back and watch it again some more times. I just can. I don't know why. And then it just goes down a rabbit hole. You got to watch the babies, bad English. You have to just get into the whole John Waite world. And when I do that, it just doesn't end. Robert Plant and Allison Kraus. Go ahead and listen to Gone, Gone, Gone. You can watch the video on YouTube as well. Genesis, they are on their tour called The Last Domino. They had to postpone their Glasgow and London dates because some of the band members have just tested positive for, you know what they tested positive for. Can't say it. You can't. Genesis's North American portion of the tour is kicking off on November 15th in Chicago. I have not read anything about the US dates being pushed back. My guess is that now, instead of ending the entire tour in December at TD Garden in Boston. They will have to push it back into 2022. But only time will tell. And that is a song by Asia. We just don't know. So I'm just guessing Genesis is going to have to extend their last tour, because this will be the last tour. Phil Collins, unfortunately, is not feeling well. However, I will say, what is that? You turn me off, Alfred. Anyway, yeah, that was just some technical stuff. However, Phil Collins is really, you can tell he's enjoying being on the tour. He does have to sit in a chair to perform the show, because they've done several shows so far. He cannot be on the drum kit anymore, but his son Nick is doing a fabulous job. And he's got back issues, nerve issues, I believe, lots of physical issues going on. But he's just loving doing what he's doing. He has a big, ginormous smile on his face when he's on that stage. So we just love seeing Phil. People are constantly, oh, Phil doesn't look well. No, he doesn't look well, but give the guy some credit that he's out there giving fans their last tour. I just think it's great. And it's great and sad at the same time to me, because you know that this is it. There will not be another Genesis tour, because physically he wouldn't be able to do it.
Coffee's pretty good, huh?
It's really good.
Looks really good.
Kiss, they played a show in Tampa. That's in Florida, for those of you who don't know, on Saturday night. And Gene Simmons literally almost fell down. Like, not just a figment of your imagination. He almost fell down. Kerplunko. Gene on the floor. Gene down. Man down. The guys, what they did was they came out of midair on circular platforms that are on these ginormous cables. So they came out of the virtual sky. It wasn't a sky. It was inside a stadium. And they had their big platform shoes on. And, it was pretty cool. The Kiss is all about the performance and putting on large shows. So Tommy and Paul, they were coming down without a hitch. Gene, however, his platform is lowering. They're all coming down. And then all of a sudden, Gene's platform, he's just standing there with his guitar. Again, his back was against, it looked like a truss, but it was a metal, like, when you put your doll, like when you had dolls, or if you have a doll collection, you put them on a stand to hold the doll upright. Well, Gene was on a doll stand, really. It looked like a truss / human stand. So Gene's standing against that with his guitar, platform's coming down, and then it literally just goes like that. I hope you got that visual correctly. And he's like holding on to whatever he could, and his shoes are probably, you can't even see about that tall. So those are his platform shoes. I give the guy credit for not falling down. That's how intense the platform tilt looked. It was intense. So he's holding on. The platform gets straightened out again. He's almost down to the stage level. And Paul Stanley and Tommy Thayer, they're off their platforms. They're on the stage doing that. And you could tell Paul, I could be wrong, but Paul's looking at Gene like, oh my gosh. First of all, are you okay? Second of all, I feel really bad for the people backstage, because they're going to get it when he's done. Gene's almost to the stage, and the platform goes again. Really, like, just another tilt. And he's lucky he didn't fall, because my guess is that if he fell, he would have been severely hurt, because not only you're on a platform that's hanging midair, but then, like I said, you're really high up on these shoes. They're about that tall. So I got to give Gene credit for being able to keep it together. The guy's 72 years old. 72. And they did some close-ups of him, and he's wearing the fake blood on his hair and his face. He's trying to look all angry. It's a little scary. I'm not going to lie. But give him credit for doing what they do. So Gene is okay. He is okay. And he did put out a statement on his socials that said, "We are committed to you and putting on the greatest on earth, even though it's not always as safe as we want it to be." So right there, sounds calm, but I bet Gene was not calm when that show was over. I bet not. A few days ago, David Lee Roth celebrated his 67th birthday, and that was on October 10th. You know, he really does look good for 67. However, there's obviously some things going on. There are a few pictures out there. Dave doesn't look that great, but the majority of the pictures, he looks really good. He recently announced that the Vegas shows he's doing, which will start on New Year's Eve, will be his last forever. That may change, though. It is also being said that Alex Van Halen will be joining Dave at these shows, which is a super big deal because Alex does not put himself out there. Not seeing anything concrete about Alex Van Halen joining David Lee Roth at these last and final shows for him. However, it is floating around out there. Now, Dave, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day, but I think it was the day before, he released a new poster for this final tour that he is doing. I loved posters. Did you guys like posters? Had them all over my room. Leif Garrett, Sean Cassidy. I talk about this all the time. Scott Baio. I don't know. I could probably remember others as I go along. I did have the Farrah Fawcett poster up just because, like, as a young girl, I know we all liked her because she was beautiful, the hair, the bathing suit. And you know, don't be weird about it. I loved Farrah Fawcett. We all did. It was just like a thing. Had the doll, you know what I mean? Anyway. Oh, and then the posters with the velvet on them. I didn't like a full velvet poster, but I did like the ones with some velvet on them. And then I would get the black light from Spencer's. Remember that store? I don't know if you guys had one, if they were all over the country. I think they were. But you could buy the black light for $1 something. And that was a lot of money for me because I had like nothing. I would steal change from my brother. He knows now. He said he always knew that I stole change from him. So I got the black light. And then when it was nighttime, turn the light off and put the black light. And then parts of the poster would be purple. And I thought I was so cool. And no one else saw that poster but me. But I didn't care. I still thought I was cool. And I loved those posters. However, getting back to David Lee Roth's poster, the verbiage on his new tour poster reads, "The last tour ever, unless it isn't." Cryptic, right? So you can read into that, which many people are doing, saying that, oh, maybe this isn't going to be his last tour. Maybe he's just, saying stuff. He's still going to be out there again. Listen, let's be real here. How much more is he going to do? Kiss didn't have him open for them anymore. He was let go from that gig. When he was on his solo tour prior to that, he was criticized for his voice, just like Vince Neil is being criticized. Again, I give, these guys, they get criticized. I do have to give them credit for still pushing forward and going out there. I think it's going to be hard on their personas. Don't you think? So give them credit. Kudos to them for just pushing forward and saying, I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm just going to go out there. I'm good. I'm bad. I don't care. So could we read into this and say David Lee Roth will still be back out there? You know what? I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. Let it be his last tour. Let it be the final road show for Mr. David Lee Roth. And there you go. But those tickets are selling pretty good for him. So people do like to go see Dave. They just want to see him on stage. But I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as Motley Crue coming back from the ashes. You know, I just don't. So last month, Dave talked about his conversation he had with Alex Van Halen and said that they were going to celebrate their 50th year of ragging on each other. If Alex does join Dave for these final shows, that will be incredible. And of course, if Dave does not eventually retire, that's of course his call. And at the end of the day, we just hope that Dave is healthy and well because, like I said, a lot of stuff being speculated. Is Dave okay? Does he have an illness? We just don't know. Will he eventually come out and say what he meant by the fact that doctors told him he should not be performing? He may. He may keep it secret, just like Eddie Van Halen did. He kept that really. I have to give him and his family a lot of credit on that because they kept how bad it was a secret. So it's good. He was able to have his privacy. So guys, please follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok if you don't already. Why? Because it would make my day. It would just make me happy. Subscribe here to the channel if you're not already. Let me go ahead and Peter Baker, good morning to you. And Tracy, I bet Shannon about had a heart attack when Gene Simmons nearly fell twice. You know, Shannon Tweed, love her, really. When they had the reality show Family Jewels, I think it was on A&E. I watched that show every single week, and that was such a well done show. And of course, Gene, I'm sure, had his hand in the whole thing, but I loved Shannon. I think she is such a cool chick. Good morning, Gail. Happy hump day from sunny Tampa, Florida. Happy hump day to you, Gail. It is sunny here in Rhode Island, but very foggy. Just weird, right? It's just weird. And it has a weird feel in the air, kind of muggy. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah.
Happy hump day.
From the crazy guy. So again, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I totally appreciate it. Definitely helps out. Remember, guys, you know what? Before I end that, I'll see you here on Friday morning. I will not be here tomorrow morning because tomorrow night it is Thirsty Thursday on Kiki.fm. If you don't have the app to our fantabulous radio station, Classic Rock 24/7, being delivered straight to you wherever you are, please go ahead and download that app again, Kiki.fm. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a like, a thumbs up. Always comment down below because I love these comments. It is so great to communicate with you guys, and we have such a nice community here. And again, tomorrow night, see you on Thirsty Thursday, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Remember to be kind to everyone, stay strong, and most importantly, always remember to just turn up the music as loud as you possibly can and keep rocking. Have a great day, everyone. Have an amazing, amazing day. See you later.